She no longer wanted to live afraid of seeing herself in the mirror. She had tried everything: trendy diets, fasting, apps, miracle formulas. Her weight would go up and down, but the feeling of failure never left. Behind every attempt was a deep desire to feel like herself again, to wear her clothes and smile with confidence. But nothing seemed to work until she realized the problem wasn't her body. It was how she had been treating herself. This is the real story of a woman who did lose 5 kilos fast, but not the way you'd expect. No extreme diets, no punishing workouts, no unrealistic rules. She didn't follow a perfect plan. She followed a possible one, and that's why it worked. In the next few minutes, you'll discover exactly what she did and why this might be the shift you've been looking for. So take a deep breath, because maybe for the first time, you're about to hear a story that could be your own. She discovered why her body was stuck. For months, she did everything right. Ate clean, drank more water, added workouts. But the scale wouldn't budge. Each failed attempt left an invisible scar. The feeling that her body was broken. As if something inside her was sabotaging every bit of effort. But when she stopped blaming herself, the truth came into focus. The issue wasn't laziness or lack of discipline. It was an overwhelmed body stuck in survival mode. Sleepless nights, high cortisol, emotional stress, all of it had shut down her metabolism. Her body wasn't resisting weight loss out of stubbornness. It was trying to protect her. No one had ever told her that before. That realization changed everything. She stopped punishing herself and began treating her body with compassion. She started to rest, breathe, and listen. Her body responded with energy, less bloating, less hunger. Weight loss became a result, not a battle. For the first time, she felt she was on the right path. The change started outside the plate. She used to think weight loss was all about food. Less sugar, fewer carbs, tighter rules. But the real shift happened when she changed how she lived. She was constantly tired, anxious, and overwhelmed. Her body was inflamed, not from food, but from stress. It began with small choices: turning off her phone before bed, switching Netflix for a warm bath, going to sleep earlier. Then she added a daily 15-minute walk, not to burn calories, but to breathe. Slowly, her body relaxed. Cravings faded, her digestion improved, and the scale began to move. The transformation wasn't loud, but it was powerful. She stopped obsessing over every bite and started caring for her nervous system. And that's when the weight began to release, not from fear or restriction, but from safety. Her body finally felt it was okay to let go. She didn't diet. She built real habits. After years of restriction, she decided to stop chasing perfection. No more punishing routines or all-or-nothing thinking. Instead, she created rituals that felt natural. A morning shot, a full glass of water, a few deep breaths before eating. They seemed small, but they were powerful. Over time, these habits became part of her. Not something she forced, but something she chose. Her hunger stabilized, her energy improved, and food stopped being a battlefield. She wasn't trying to lose weight anymore. She was simply supporting her body. And that's when the change truly began. The key wasn't a flawless plan. It was a lifestyle she could actually live. She replaced control with consistency and punishment with self-respect. That's what made her transformation not just real, but lasting. The balanced plate that helped her lose weight. Everyone told her to cut rice, bread, and fruit, but she did the opposite and lost 5 kilos. She stopped fearing carbs and started learning how to build complete meals. Meals that made her feel satisfied. Not guilty. She paired whole grains with legumes, added colorful vegetables, healthy fats, and lean protein. Instead of skipping meals, she built them with intention. The result? No more binge eating, no more late-night cravings. She felt nourished, stable, and finally in control. More than that, she felt free. She wasn't afraid of food anymore. She was energized, motivated, and happy. Her body thanked her, not for eating less, but for eating smarter. Weight loss came naturally when she treated food as an ally, not a threat. She realized keeping it off was the real challenge. Losing 5 kilos was empowering, but keeping it off was harder. The real work came afterward, when routines were tested, emotions returned, and old patterns knocked at the door. In those moments, she had to choose, go back or move forward with awareness. She started listening to her body. When stress hit, she paused. When hunger came, she asked, "Is this physical or emotional?" She no longer feared a chocolate square. She enjoyed it, with intention, without shame, and moved on. The scale became a guide, not a punishment. And peace took the place of fear. Today, she lives with more freedom, more balance, and more love for herself. She's not chasing the perfect body. She's living in one that feels like home, and that, more than the weight she lost, is her greatest transformation. She now feels lighter, not just physically, but emotionally. She learned that real weight loss isn't about sacrifice. It's about reconnection. That when the body feels safe, it responds. That when the mind is calm, the metabolism awakens. And that when a woman stops punishing herself, she finally begins to change. Her journey wasn't about shrinking. It was about becoming. If you're tired of trying everything and getting nowhere, this might be the turning point. Real change begins with small choices, made with love, not fear. The kind of change that lasts because it feels good. If her story touched you, if it sounds a little like yours, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with a woman who needs to hear it. This is just the beginning, and you don't have to do it alone anymore.